Okay, and that was the same again, so nothing else to read here. Okay, this is interesting. LSJE LLC, 6100 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B Free, St. Thomas, VI 00802 1348. Phone, redacted. No, I can't do that. Bear in mind, this is done as a picture rather than as a scanned PDF and stuff. So I don't think the redaction trick will work on something like this. Email thestjames.group@gmail.com. Okay, emergency contact form. Today's date, January 27th, 2019. Employee name, Ashley Etienne. Okay, physical address. Don't want to dox anybody, but for both it is St. Thomas, USVI 00602. In fact, I think that says 00802 for the physical address. Marital status, single. Allergies or health concerns, none. Current medications, not available. I'm not gonna go through like the empty fields in the form, but it's just stuff like doctor's name, doctor's details, and all that. So it's like a emergency contact form. But I think this might be for a member of staff, which is why stuff is redacted. Guys, take a chill pill. They're just running for the house. I don't know if you can see them in the bottom corner there, but that's where the cats will be running. All right. Okay. LSJE LLC, 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B Free, St. Thomas, VI 00802 1348. Phone, redacted. Email thestjames.group@gmail.com. Emergency contact form. Today's date, 4/9/19. Star date 4/5/19. Employee name, Charles Dick. Date of birth redacted. Physical address and mailing address and cell phone redacted. But the details on the physical address, St. Thomas, USVI 00802, St. Thomas 00802. So it's 802 for both. The other one could be a typo saying 602, or not. Marital status, single. Allergies or health concerns, not available. Blood type, unknown. Current medications, not available. Doctor's name, not available. In case of emergency, please contact. Redacted name for the friend and mother. But yeah, but like no witch hunts are on these people, because I think these are just innocent staff members, and this was done in 2019, and I think when was Epstein gone? This could be after the fact, I think. All right. Decline to complete. Okay. LSJE LLC, 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B Free, St. Thomas, VI 00802 1348. Phone, redacted. Email thestjames.group@gmail.com. Emergency contact form, 040119 Jadale Mark, and there's nothing there. So yeah, the guy did not want an emergency contact. I didn't trust anybody to be an emergency contact, which, I can understand. All right, what does this one say? Okay, Jesus, a bunch of emergency contact forms. LSJE LLC, 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B Free, St. Thomas, VI 00802 1348. Phone, redacted. Email thestjames.group@gmail.com. Emergency contact form. Today's date, 02/19/2019. Employee name, David Alves. Date of birth, redacted. Physical address. Ooh, they missed a little bit there, but I'm not going to, out of respect, I'm not going to say it. Thomas, or unless it's St. Thomas, of course. But yeah, out of respect, I will not speculate. VI 00802. Mainly just mostly redacted. Oh dear, they might have cut this out a little bit as well. Steve 201 2303 St. Thomas, VI 00802. Marital status, married. Allergies to health concerns, not available. Blood type, unknown. Doctor's name, Mary Mevlian. In case of emergency, please contact Shirley Al's spouse. Jesus! Okay, they're not really redacting this one too well. But bear in mind, these are members of staff. I think it's after the fact. Hang on. Let me just double check when Epstein was actually... Oh, well, I just searched when was Epstein, and it just came up with the first result. When was Epstein's funeral? And that was the 5th of September 2019. So yeah, these people were here after the fact. I think it's just a case of... I don't know. It could just be a post-examination of the area or something like that. But yeah. But yeah, no witch hunts on these people. These are just, members of staff. Yeah, please don't get me into trouble, Jesus. LSJE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3, St Thomas VI 00802-1348, phone redacted, email thestjames.group@gmail.com, emergency contact form, today's date 4/16/2019, star date 3/25/2019, employee name Maurice Bedminster, I think, date of birth redacted, physical address and mailing address redacted, personal info is redacted, but it's St Thomas USVI 00802, marital status single, eligible house concerns NA, blood type completely redacted, but unknown is not selected. So yeah, they have a blood type, they just want to keep it secret, which is fine. We don't need to know that. Current medications NA, doctor's name Rosal, doctor's phone redacted, everything redacted. Is just emergency contacts is friend and brother. I mean, this stuff is being blasted publicly, so I'm assuming it's okay to narrate. But yeah, these are private details, and more importantly, these are private details of not necessarily victims, but not the perpetrators either. Okay, decline to complete. LSJ LSC 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3, St Thomas VI 00802-1348, phone redacted, email thestjames.group@gmail.com. Emergency contact form, employee name Nicholas Victorian, and he's not written anything in there at all, so thank you, Nicholas, because there's less for me to read. Less for me to write. I was going to say I haven't written anything in 6 months. Oh, which I really need to fix. Oh, look at that, we've got 11 viewers. Well, thank you. I'm reading fucking emergency contact forms, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Welcome, everybody. Decline to complete. LSJE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3, St Thomas VI 00802-1348. Hello, Clara. Are you going to stay here for a little bit, or are you zooming out again? Yes, you're zooming out again. Phone redacted, email thestjames.group@gmail.com, and to contact form Peter Eli, and there's nothing there. Okay, here we go again, and he makes me have to turn it around. Okay, who's the troublemaker here? Okay, LSJE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarters. 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3, St Thomas VI 00802-1348, phone redacted, email thestjames.group@gmail.com, emergency contact form, today's date. Okay, it says an A, that's an H. There shouldn't be an H there. 2/2019, star date 4/2/2019. What the fuck is this date? That's not a date. You're not meant to have four separate digits. You're meant to have 3 separate digits. Okay, whatever. Employee name. Pierre, I think that says. Augustine. Oh, I guess this is a French way of doing it. French are weird. Position, stuff here is redacted. Address, St. Thomas VI 00802. Title position, Mason and SHL, I want to say. Something that deals with stonework. This blood type stuff is redacted. In case of emergency, please contact no phone. Relationship brother. Okay. No phone with a brother, and he's added a phone number. Okay. Name Beverly, relationship sister, phone redacted. He's called no phone, yet he has a phone. What the hell? Okay. Alright, we're locking in. We got more of these. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3, St Thomas VI 00802-1348, phone redacted, email thestjames.group@gmail.com, emergency contact form, today's date 2/6/19, employee name Sheridan Ely, date of birth redacted, physical address redacted, cell phone, email, phone redacted, emergency contact, please contact, name redacted, relationship, he has a wife, well done. Okay, next one. Okay, this is okay. This one is different apparently. What? Okay, you want to take me off my guard. LSJE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3, St Thomas VI 00802. Tel redacted, fax redacted. Emergency contact form, date 03/22/18. Okay, last year's form. Star date 03/22/18. Employee's name Boniface Ludat. Address redacted, St Thomas. Date of birth redacted. Whatever this bright ass thing says, redacted. Marital status redacted. Oh, position. Carpenter and mason. Emergency information, blood type unspecified. Doctor's name, Douglas. That's a weird name of spelling, Douglas. Although, then again, unless it's a Caribbean one, in which case they have weird spellings over there. Emergency contact, police contact, redacted names, redacted phone numbers, wife and in-law. Douglas, I mean, I do know that in Caribbean cultures, there's a lot of names that come up from the British Empire days. So there are people over there, for example, called Winston, Charles, all that kind of stuff. But they would have different spellings of that name for it as these names evolve over time. And it's the same in a lot of third world former British colonies. For example, in Africa, for example, there's a lot of those kind of names there. But or it could just be, you know, just a unique spelling of Douglas, and you know they're Western in the UK or America or something like that. I don't necessarily know. There are all these like weird spellings for different names out there, but that's not normally how you spell Douglas. I will say that. Anyway, nothing else to read there. Okay, we got another one. Are we back to the... Oh, okay. We're on a completely different type of form now. LSJE LLC, 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3 St. Thomas, VI 00802 1348. Phone redacted. Email thestjames.group@gmail.com. Emergency contact form. Today's date 10/17/18. Weird ass dating system. Should be date, month, year, not anything else. Employee name Brian Bates. Physical address, mailing address redacted. Marital status single. Title position contractor. Okay, blood type unknown. Current medication is none. Doctor's name Jamie Reed. Redacted details. In case of emergency, please contact redacted relationship girlfriend. Next one. LSJE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3 St. Thomas, VI 00802 to 1348. Phone redacted. Email thestjames.group@gmail.com. Emergency contact form. Today's date 10/15/18. Employee name Collis L. Rodriguez. Date of birth redacted. Physical address redacted. St. Thomas, VI 00802. Mailing address 6501 Red Hook Plaza. Cell phone, email, driver's license number redacted. Marital status married. Title position captain. Current medications none. Blood type unknown. Doctor's name Dr. Livingston. Redacted details, and he has a wife. LSGE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3 St. Thomas, VI 00802. Tel 340 775 8100. Okay, they're not redacting the details this time. Fax 340 775 8108. Okay, right, okay, I probably shouldn't have... Well, they redacted all the previous ones, they didn't redact it this time. What are you doing, FBI? Or Department of Justice, or whoever. Emergency contact form, date 06/08/18. Employee name, Cristobal Hidalgo Herrera. I'm sure no relation to Brandon Herrera. Address, date of birth, phone, redacted. Marital status, single. Title position, irrigation. Okay. Allergies or health concerns, blood type unspecified. Current medication, none. In case of emergency, please contact Viligio Herrera, relationship brother. Phone number is redacted. Why can't you just put it the right way the first time? Why do you have to make me go through these extra steps? LSJE LLC 610 Red... Not 610. 6100 Red Hook Quarters, Suite B3 St. Thomas, VI 00802. Tel 340 775 8100. Fax 340 775 8108. Emergency contact form. Date none. Employee name Cuthbert L. Teacher. Address St. Thomas, VI 00802. Cell phone redacted. Marital status single. Emergency information. Blood type redacted. Doctor's name Maria Jewel. And they've got emergency contact sister and a brother, but with redacted details. Okay. LSJE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarter, Suite B3 St. Thomas, VI 00802. Tel and fax. They've actually redacted it this time. I wonder what those details could be, because it's the start date is 04/10/18, the same year and the same month. Oh Jesus. Oh well, at least if they're this clumsy here, they will be this clumsy when we get to the details, and more important details later on. I'm bored at work, lol. How do you think I feel? I'm at work. I'm reading fucking emergency contact forms. Anyway, employee name Daus Gusnemi. Oh dear, that's a weird Mexican name. Title position, landscaper. Address, date of birth, cell, redacted, marital status, married. Allergies or health concerns, blood type not specified. In case of emergency, please contact sister. Redacted details. LSJE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 tel 340 8100 fax 340 8108 emergency contact form date 060418 employee name Danny Etienne address redacted date of birth redacted phone redacted cell redacted title position maintenance marital status single just staff details really doctor's name Douglas again okay emergency please contact Maria relationship. Actually, that's not your relationship. That's not your relationship. That's just the surname. Same surname. Maybe it's the sister. I don't know. Phone redacted or mother, I suppose. Name redacted. Relationship girlfriend. Okay. God damn it! You had one job. LSJE LLC 610 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 1348 phone redacted email thestjames.group@gmail.com emergency contact form today's date 10/18/18 employee name Donald Polion and nothing else is filled out. Great. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 tel redacted fax redacted emergency contact form, date 04/10/18, start date 04/10/18, employee name Dusenby Donisant, address St Thomas VI 00802, date of birth redacted, phone redacted, cell redacted, email redacted, title position. Why the fuck have you turned the flash on? I'm assuming that's a landscape. I see the word land there and part of an S. Marital status, married. Emergency information, blood type not specified. Emergency contact, name redacted. Relationship, friend. Phone redacted. Jolly good. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 tel 340 775 8100 fax 340 775 8108 emergency contact form date 06/14/18 employee name Felito Joseph address redacted date of birth redacted phone redacted cell redacted title position. Jesus, what does this say? TRA? Trader, maybe? TR something? Can't tell because it's bright as fuck. Marital status, single. Blood type, redacted. In case of emergency, please contact name, Jennifer, relationship, girlfriend, phone, redacted. Name, Faye, relationship. Okay, good, that's the sister, that's not another girlfriend. Phone, redacted. Okay, done. Oh, jeez. LSJE, LLC, 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 tel redacted fax redacted emergency contact form date 03/19/18 employee name Gail J Leatham address redacted date of birth redacted cell redacted title position landscaping. Yay, you actually turned the flash off this time. Marital status single license redacted blood type redacted in case of emergency please contact a girlfriend or a sister. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 tel redacted fax redacted emergency contact form date 03/20/18 employee name Jerry Teacher address redacted St Thomas VI 00802 date of birth redacted phone nothing no cell redacted email not available title position maintenance marital status marital status married. Fuck. I need to get it together. I'm a professional, I promise. Emergency information, allergies, health concerns, redacted, blood type redacted, doctor's name, Red Hook Family Practice. In case of emergency, please contact name Valerie, relationship wife, phone redacted, Jerry Sia, relationship daughter, phone redacted. Okay. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 tel redacted, fax redacted. Emergency contact form, date 03/19/18 employee name Hillian Bedminster, address redacted, SNQ14D, date of birth redacted, phone redacted, cell redacted, title position, painter. I'm sure this says painter. Marital status single. Hello, Clara. License redacted. Blood type redacted. In case of emergency contact, please contact redacted, relationship mother, phone redacted. Name Anne, relationship auntie? An aunt? Maybe? Oh, that's a surname or something. I don't know. Phone redacted. What next? LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel redacted fax redacted emergency contact form date 041018 start date 050417 employee name Jane Caesar address St Thomas date of birth redacted phone redacted email redacted title position carpenter marital status married allergies health concerns not specified although there's the bloody glare there emergency contact is completely redacted. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel 340 Clara, don't go behind my PC. I don't want you turning it off again, especially when I'm streaming. There's a good girl. There's a good girl. Would you like to come up and say hello? Clara, no. There wasn't an invitation for you to go back behind my PC. Hey, come out. Stop going behind my PC, cat. Please. What are you What are you doing? Clara. Here's a good girl. Come here. Come here. Can you not be a gremlin? Please. Come on, Dexter's meowing out there. He's meowing for you. There you go. There's a good girl. Do you want to come say hello? No, you don't. You have done your gremlin business and you have gone. They keep going behind my PC. I have no idea why they keep doing that. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, James Caesar. Title position, carpenter. Married status, marital status, married. Allergies or health conditions not specified. In case of emergency, please contact Weisner PN, Alfred PN. No relationship, phone redacted. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel 340 775 8100 fax 340 775 8108 emergency contact form date 03/16/18 employee name Justina de la Cruz address redacted date of birth redacted cell redacted title position housekeeper marital status married allergies or health concerns not available blood type redacted in case of emergency please contact I'm going to sneeze again. Name, Felix de la Cruz, relationship husband, phone redacted. Benvenido, Jadino, relationship brother, phone redacted. There's no fucking end to them. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 1348 phone redacted email thestjames.group@gmail.com emergency contact form. Today's date, 09/25/18. Start date, 10/01/18. Employee name, Kishon Williams. Date of birth redacted. Cell phone email redacted. Title position engineer. Allergies or health concerns not available. Blood type massively redacted. In case of emergency, please contact redacted. Relationship mum. Relationship friend. Phone redacted. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel redacted. Fax redacted. Emergency contact form. Date 03/19/18. Employee name Lydia Pagan Hernandez. You had one job. You couldn't get the surname right? God damn. Address redacted. Date of birth redacted. Phone redacted. Cell redacted. Email redacted. Allergies or health concerns redacted. Oh yeah. Title position. Housekeeping. Marital status. Married. Doctor's name. Corbin. Phone redacted. Two redacted names with a relationship married. Relationship son. Phone redacted. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel redacted fax redacted emergency contact form date 06/14/18 start date 04/20/18 employee name Michael J. Gideon address GSJ date of birth redacted phone redacted cell redacted email redacted title position engineer marital status divorce license redacted emergency information allergies or health concerns none blood type redacted also none. In case of emergency, please contact a son and brother. Rest of the information is redacted. I stutter a lot. Sorry, that's one of my ways to sort of break myself out of it. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel redacted fax redacted emergency contact form date 04/09/18 employee name Onel Pierre Saint date of birth redacted phone redacted marital status married. Blood type unspecified. Doctor's name, Rosal Giuslito, phone redacted. In case of emergency, please contact redacted names, relationship wife, relationship friend, redacted phones. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel 340 775 8100 Fax 340 775 8108 Emergency Contact Form Date 03/19/18 Start Date 10/01/16 Employee Name Oriola Joseph Address redacted, date of birth redacted, phone redacted, cell redacted, title position maintenance, marital status single, blood type unspecified, and two cousins as emergency contact. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel redacted, fax redacted. Emergency contact form date 03/19/18 start date 02/05/18 employee name Patrick Elsina address redacted D201 St Thomas VI 00802 date of birth redacted, phone redacted, cell redacted, email redacted, title position captain, that's another captain, marital status divorce, no blood type specified. In case of emergency, please contact a friend, father/stepmother. They're both. Okay, and there's also a friend. Which one is it? The father or the stepmother? Maybe. That's got to be a weird family tree. No, I'm sure it's the address of the same people, but that's weird to see. Anyway, LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 to 1348 phone redacted, email the stjames.group@gmail.com, emergency contact form, today's date 10/21/18, employee name Peter St Omer, physical address redacted, mailing address redacted, St Thomas VI 00802, cell phone redacted, marital status married, title position operator, driver's license number redacted, blood type redacted. Case of emergency, please contact Kishma, relationship friend, or Dimitri, relationship son, and redacted phone numbers. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel redacted, fax redacted. Emergency contact form date 03/25/18 employee name Pierre Jules address redacted, phone redacted, email not available, title position operator, marital status single. Emergency information not available, blood type unspecified, not available for doctor or not available for phone obviously. Name redacted, relationship brother and a friend with redacted phone. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel redacted, fax redacted. Emergency contact form date 04/11/12 employee name Randy Amparo, address redacted, date of birth redacted, cell redacted, email redacted, title position boat captain, marital status single. Emergency allergies or health concerns not available, blood type redacted. In case of emergency, please contact a father or a mother. Redacted details. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel redacted, fax redacted. Emergency contact form date 04/09/18 employee name redacted, first redacted employee, Jesus. Okay, address redacted, St Thomas VI 00802 date of birth redacted, phone redacted, cell redacted, title position housekeeper, marital status married. Allergies or health concerns no, blood type redacted. In case of emergency, please contact redacted name relationship pastor, with a redacted phone number. Okay, we've got some different ones here. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 Tel 340 775 8100 Fax 340 775 8108 Emergency contact form date 09/10/18 Start date 08/26/2018 Employee name Stephanie Remington, address redacted 1813 Estate Smith Bay 00802 date of birth redacted, cell redacted, email redacted, title position assistant to manager, marital status single, license redacted, allergies or health concerns redacted, blood type redacted, current medication redacted, doctor's name Island Health and Wellness Center, phone redacted. In case of emergency, please contact friend, son, details redacted. LSJE LLC 6100 Red Hook Quarters Suite B3 St Thomas VI 00802 1348 phone redacted, email the stjames.group@gmail.com, emergency contact form today's date 01/11/18 employee name Sylvester Gaillard, date of birth redacted, physical address St Thomas VI, mailing address St Thomas VI, cell phone redacted, marital status single, title position supervisor, driver's license number redacted. Allergies or health concerns none, blood type redacted, current medications diabetic medications, doctor's name Dr. Allah. In case of emergency, please contact redacted name relationship mother, phone redacted. Thank God! We are done with that shit!